Everybody, welcome to the Soft Spoken Scientist. Today we're going to work on a topic that I think a lot of people, again, oversimplify, and they shouldn't because there is different exceptions, and each problem can vary. When we balance equations, we're making sure the number of each atom on the left equals the number on the right. We are allowed to change coefficients, never subscripts. Okay, so if I have like H2, that's that. You cannot change that. If I had an 8 right here, you can change it to 9. You can change it to 10, whatever you have to change it to, because 2 is a subscript. And then 8 was a coefficient. Okay? So here are the rules. Okay. Never change subscripts, only change coefficients, balance one element at a time. Leave H and O for last when possible, because they're so silly, they're going to keep changing and it's going to drive you bonkers, so save them for last. And reduce coefficients if needed. All right, let's try to practice problem. You got H2 plus O2 is going to form water. So let's examine this. Look on the left. Let's draw a line through the arrow. On the left side, we have how many? We have H equals 2. We have O equals 2. Now, on the right, we have H equals 2, O equals 1. Oxygen is not balanced. So there's already an invisible 1 right here. They just don't mark it. So let's try a 2. So if I put a 2 right here, I get 2 times 2, which is 4 hydrogens, and I get 2 oxygens. So oxygen's balanced, but now my H is not balanced. So what am I going to do? I'm going to put a 2 right here because I have H2, and this 2 is going to be multiplied to this 2, which would get me 4. So I have 4 hydrogens and 2 oxygens, right? You have to fix hydrogen by adding 2 in front of H2. So the balanced equation and the answer is 2H2 plus O2 is forming 2H2O. This is your answer. Let's try question number 2. You got N2 plus H2. You're going to form NH3, right? On the left side, draw your line. You got N equals 2, H equals 2. You got N equals 1, H equals 3. So let's fix this. If I put, now recount hydrogen. On the right is, going to be 6, right? If I put a 2 right here. The reason I put a 2 here is because I want to balance out the ends. And I do hydrogens last. So I have 2 nitrogens on this side. 3 times 2 is 6. That's where that happened. Now, I need to balance out the N. 2 to 2, good, done. Hydrogen needs a 3 right there, because that would give me 3 times 2, which is 6. So the answer is N2 plus 3H2 will form 2NH3. Dun, 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 dun. That's your answer. Let's try question 3, which is about combustion, which I'll teach you guys a video about that later. So let's look. I'll put the arrow. Carbon on the left is 1. Carbon on the right is 1. Hydrogen on the left is 4. Hydrogen here is 2. And the problems are going to get harder. So, oxygen on the right would be 1, 2, 3. And oxygen here would just be a 2. So I'm going to start by balancing out my hydrogens, right? Because carbon's already balanced. So I need to get to 4 hydrogens. So I'm going to put a 2 right there. So now I have 2 times 2, which is 4 hydrogens. 2 times 1 oxygen is 2. So I don't have 3, I have 2 oxygens plus this 2 right here, which is 4 oxygens. So now everything is balanced left to right except oxygen. So I'm going to place a 2 right here, and then I have 2 times 2, which is 4. So by doing that, my final answer is CH4 plus 2O2, arrow CO2 plus 2H2O. This is your final answer. Let's try this one. Draw your line. Al on the left is 2. Al on the is 2 on the right, 1 on the left. You have 2 oxygens on the left. You got 3 oxygens. Okay, so let's balance out aluminum. Put a 2 right here. Great, balanced. Now oxygens are not though. So what I'm gonna do is ask myself, okay, well I know 2 times 3 is 6, so why don't I put a 3 right there in front of the O2? So then I get 3 times 2, which is 6 oxygen, right? So I'm gonna put a 2 right there. So then I have 2 times 3 oxygen, which is 6 oxygen. So O equals 6. But then Al, aluminum, is now 4 because you got 2 times 2, which is 4. So I gotta fix aluminum. I'm gonna erase the 2. I'm gonna put a 4. So now it's 4 aluminums on both sides, 6 oxygens on both sides, right? So the final answer is 4Al plus 3O2 is gonna form 2Al2O3. That's your answer. And remember, do your oxygen and your hydrogen last. So, let's look at question 5. Na plus Cl2 is going to form NaCl. Chlorine is diatomic. Just I would say that. So, I have 1 Na. Na equals 1 on the left. Chlorine equals 2 on the left. Na equals 1 on the right. Cl equals 1 on the right. Okay, so Na is balanced, chloride is not. So we're going to put a 2 right here. So then we're going to get 2Cl, which is correct. But we also get 2 Na by doing that. So I'm just going to put a 2 right in front of Na. Look at that. Everything's balanced. So 2 Na plus Cl2 is going to form 2 NaCl. That's the answer. Let's try practice problem 6. You got to balance out CaCl2 plus Na2CO3 is going to form CaCO3 plus NaCl. Carbonate CO3 2 minus. This is going to stay together. These stay together. Okay. So, calcium on the left is 1. Calcium on the right is 1. Na on the left is 2. Na on the right is 1. CO3 is 1. Right? CO3 is also 1. So everything's balanced out except sodium. We gotta make this a 2. So now it's 2 sodium, but now it's 2 chloride. But I didn't write that one out. So with chloride, you would write that out itself and say, okay, that's 2. Chloride is 2. So check this out. We have 2 Na now, and we have 2 chlorine. Now we need to balance out what? Nothing. Everything's balanced out. So the answer is CaCl2 plus Na2CO3. The arrow, you're going to say CaCO3 plus 2 NaCl. That's your final answer. Let's try this one. Fe2O3 plus Co is going to form Fe plus CO2. We're going to balance out iron. We got you got Fe equaling 2 on this side. You have carbon being 1. You have 4 oxygens. Here you have 1 iron. You got C equaling 1, you got O equaling 2. So it's kind of a mess. Let's put a 2 right here in front of iron and fix that. Great. Fe is done. C is done. O is not. I'm going to put a 2 right here. So I have 2 times 2, which is 4 oxygens, but now I have 2 carbons. So then I'm going to put a 2 right here, and I'd say 2 carbons, and then 2 O's, so I have 5 O's, right? So you have 3 oxygens, and you have 2 oxygens. Being that we have a 5 and a 4, the next step would be to go back here, and our goal would be to try it out with the next number. So what we're going to do is we're going to try 3. So we have 3 carbons now, and then you have 6 oxygens. You have 3 times 2, which is 6, so you have 6 oxygens. So now let's see. What we're going to do is we're going to change this 2 into a 3. You just try the next number after it. So you have 3 carbons. Okay, that works. And you have 3 oxygens here, and then you have 3 oxygens here, 3 and 3, which would give me 6. So our final answer would be Fe2O3 plus 3CO is going to form 2Fe plus 3CO2. And this is what your answer would be. And that's all I have, but I wanted to tell you the common mistakes. Never change subscripts. If you change subscripts, you changed the compound, and that's wrong chemistry. If you can balance an equation like this, stoichiometry will become easy breezy. I want to thank you guys for tuning in with me. Next step, we'll use these balanced equations to start reaction types and mole ratios. And just remember, STEM is for everybody, especially you.